So the NASCAR 26 track list was released today, and I'm going to be upfront with you. This is the type of announcement that I don't really care about. Same with like the soundtrack release from last week. This I knew basically what we were going to get in this. We're going to get a few new tracks, and I mean it is what it is. But there is some interesting things here that we'll go over. But let's go ahead and take a look. So they put up this tweet. We've got a track list reveal. Let's go ahead and scroll over here. So what they've got here is the logo and the series underneath. And so what makes me curious with this, is this the series that you can race with them on, or is this like just where they race in career mode? They don't specifically say. I'm leaning towards the tracks being locked again, which is a big disappointment. There could be a reason for that. We'll get into that after we go through these tracks. But, I mean, the new track on this one is Chicagoland, and you can run there in everything but the truck, maybe. I'm not really too excited about any of these because they're on iRacing, and that's the thing. I've raced Chicagoland 100 times on iRacing, and it's just, it doesn't get my gears a-turning, you know. But, and here's the rest. If we go to the next one, I don't think there's anything new on here, but I am disappointed that Michigan. No, I mean, I don't understand why Xfinity doesn't race there. That doesn't make any sense to me. That's like a NASCAR thing. Same with Pocono. There's no truck there. Disappointing. Yeah, nothing too exciting on that one. And then the last one we got. So what I think they put Portland in the last game and not Mexico, because Portland was going to be in this game for the ARCA car, which is, you know, I'm fine with that. I want more ARCA standalone tracks. That's my biggest complaint with the whole thing. iRacing doesn't have a lot of these standalone ARCA tracks, including like the dirt Springfield race. Can we please get to work on that? I'm even okay if like they make them not real, like they don't scan them. Like, can we get Elko or just some of these real ARCA tracks? That's my biggest complaint, and that's not even a big one. It's just that would be what I want. We got Portland. Does Xfinity not go to Richmond? That's so weird to me. But there is San Diego and St. Petersburg, which are really cool additions, of course. Don't get me wrong on that at all. But that's, you know, all of the tracks in the game. Now, the thing that we're going to speak hypothetically, like these tracks are locked. That's what, like, all these people are complaining about underneath this. Like, that's what the majority of the tweets are. There are some weird tweets under here. Like, someone said, bring back Chicago, the Walmart Chicago Pier, or I won't be buying. Why? That was an EA game. Why? And it's pretty clear to me that they're not going to be doing fantasy tracks in this game or in any of the other ones. I mean, unless I get surprised. But I don't know. There's a lot of these people are very upset about the tracks being locked. And frankly, I'd say I don't care too much, but for online, like we do our online lobbies every week, man, I want to go to Pocono in the truck. I want to go to Charlotte in the ARCA car. And speaking of which, so here are the tracks that were in last year's game, but not in this one. Charlotte ARCA, Las Vegas Trucks, Pocono Trucks, Portland Xfinity or O'Reilly, Richmond ARCA, Charlotte Roval. Yeah, that's not even in the game, which is in the Chicago Street Course. Now, I understand. Let's try to figure out why, if these tracks are locked, why they would be like that. One, setups. And I think that's the biggest thing. You got to go in and make setups for each of these tracks. And if that's the reason, I mean, could we at least get the game released and have somebody work on that and get it as a patch? You know, that would be, I would be acceptable with that. Two, licensing. And like maybe they don't want them to race at a track, NASCAR or whoever doesn't want them to race a car track combo that doesn't exist this year. I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, I see people saying they're not going to buy over this, and I think that's a little excessive. Like, I'm disappointed too, but I do think that, I mean, we got to this to a point in the NASCAR Heat games. It took a few games. So I do think eventually it will come, but I'm personally not too stressed about this because I want to see more like career mode stuff. I want to see if we've got some of the bigger bugs and stuff fixed, and the AI. Oh, that's the third reason. That maybe they recoded the AI and the cars that track combos that existed last year or have to be completely reworked because of AI. I don't know. Um, but that's, I mean, I don't know. I'm not overly outraged like a lot of you, and maybe that's just me, but that's just how I feel. But yeah, I mean, I'm not too excited about these kinds of announcements. They just don't do anything for me. Like, I don't really care unless we were going to get fantasy tracks or something. I mean, it's like we all knew we're going to get the full cup schedule. There's no Bowman Gray, but iRacing doesn't have that scanned, so I just don't. I'm not too overly upset about that. I don't even like Bowman Gray to begin with, but I mean, I understand it's a bummer it's not in the game. I don't know. Like, for me, it was like, unless we had clear and obvious tracks missing, I was never going to be too upset or excited about this either way. But I don't know. And then, but I like, here's the comment here. Like, it sucks that we have to do track list reveal because in the past it was a normal thing for us to get every national track. That's not true. Like, that's just flatly incorrect. NASCAR 2005 didn't have Pocono. The early NASCAR games didn't even have Daytona. Like, and if you go to the EA games, like at the Busch Series and Truck Series, they didn't have the full schedule. We didn't get to race at Memphis. We didn't get to race at oh gosh, I can't. There was a bunch of short tracks we didn't get to race at. Like and they filled it with fantasy tracks. So it's like, I mean, we're getting more tracks than I would say we would in previous installments, especially for the lower series. But I mean, yeah, it would be cool to go to all the dirt and real tracks in ARCA and stuff. But I don't know. Obviously, more news is coming soon. We're just getting this promotional stuff started, so I would expect a dev diary very soon, a trailer very soon, screenshots very soon. Yeah, it's a lot to be excited for. I'm not gonna sit here and be Mr. Grumpy Gill. Like, I mean, I'm seeing people comment on this game like, I'm not buying for this reason. Like, I saw Cars No Star was qualifying in a NASCAR 25 booth for the game, and someone said, if this is NASCAR 26, I'm not buying. It's just like, he's in cockpit cam doing a qualifying lap at Daytona. What is there to tell from that? It seems like a lot of people are super mad and upset about this game, and we haven't seen anything on it. So it's just, let's hold our horses and wait until we get a lot more info. Like, I see people saying like the burnouts, all I see is from burnouts from them. It's like, yeah, that's the feature everybody complained about that they wanted the most. Of course they're going to show it off the most. I'm sure we're going to get more stuff than that. Let's chill out and wait we still got another 2 months. Like, let's be patient, wait for the dev diaries, wait for the trailers and announcements. And then if you want to be mad, be mad. But like, be patient.